And on the line in tonight's interview, we have the DJ...
Si.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, Mark. How are you, mate? All right?
All right.
Good. We sorry to interrupt you already, but we've just been chatting about how the hell we're going to try and keep this clean interview.
We're going to have a go.
Yeah.
Because Si is quite well known when we're chatting to have a potty mouth. I never swear ever. So,
do sheep go bar?
so this is the Pump Dance Show, and as I say, this is DJ Si, the well-known hardcore, old school, idiot, yes, DJ from pretty much every scene going, because he's done everything. So first question, obviously, I mean, how the hell did you get your DJ name? I mean.
Let me think.
It's so random. You know.
I'll tell you what, the listeners can phone in on that one and let me know.
It was a little bit like slip mats. At least he added slip.
Yes. Yeah, no, that was a good one. It was obvious, really, wasn't it? It is obvious. And I just thought, to be honest, because SI... I just thought SY looks a little bit better in terms of a visual, on the flyer.
You changed an I to a Y.
I know. I'm all brains, mate. I'm all brains.
So, I was reading on the internet, you did go to university in Nottingham after all. Is that what you studied?
How to change, the alphabet.
Yeah.
3-year course, and I still didn't learn it.
What did you study at uni?
Geography.
Has that helped?
Yeah.
I suppose that could help in driving around the country.
Come up with something original. That's what everyone says, Mark. Come on.
so it didn't help at all.
No, it didn't. Not at all. No, it just meant me. I had a really good time at. In fact, that's probably the best years of my life.
Nottingham Uni.
Yeah, it was. That was where I started DJing, and it was just the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just brilliant. It really was good. I mean, I hated it the first sort of term because I thought when I went up there, obviously being heavily into that was when I was into hip hop and soul and early house.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was so into it then in sort of my teens, and I just thought, oh Christ, there's not going to be many people up there because obviously it's very underground at that sort of time. And the first term, I just couldn't meet anyone who was sort of into the same sort of scene, so I hated it, but then eventually got to know a few people, and we sort of had our little clan and started putting on a few parties. Obviously I was DJing at that, and that's how it kind of progressed from there, really. And
did you get to be a resident at Venus?
Exactly right. So that was after, so basically a mate of mine who used to sort of, we hang out loads, the gigs that we were doing at the uni, we started up a sort of collective called the Urban Groove, and we sort of threw a couple of gigs every term, which were really good. And then one of the blokes who sort of drove me around and stuff he had a car up there, which was very rare in those days. I can't remember, for some reason he was at this local wine bar, and he was chatting to the owner, and he said, I know this DJ's really good. So he managed to get me a slot, and the first night was absolutely packed. It was really good, and sort of grew from there. And then that wine bar owner then bought a club called Eden in Nottingham on a night there that ran for a little while, and then he went to Venus, and that's quite a lot of history with the Venus Club. Yeah,
because Venus was quite a trendy club. It wasn't really ravey, was it? It was like proper house. Wasn't it?
Well, it kind of, so it had 2 floors. Upstairs was, at that time, Balearic House, I don't remember, that was like a big sort of... What's that noise? It sounded like a...
it was a submarine just gone under the house.
How dare you interrupt me?
It's the Russians.
Oh, God. Yeah, don't start that. Where was I? There's 2 floors. Upstairs was Balearic House, which was kind of very trendy at the time. You had the sort of trendy that was the sort of trendy style.
Yeah.
And then downstairs, so originally the club before I was playing sort of real mixture of stuff like a lot of funk and soul, normal house, and then a bit of rave.
Yeah.
But obviously I loved the harder sort of rave stuff.
Yeah.
it used to go, you know, everyone was sort of always used to look forward to that part of the night, or most of the people there anyway.
Yeah.
And then and that was just at the sort of time of some listeners might remember sort of LFO, kind of, you know, all those sort of tunes, the bleepy sort of era of rave, which was probably my favourite era actually.
Yeah.
Of music. Yeah, it was just, you know, then I just loved all that kind of.
It was really fresh, wasn't it? And original, new, and etc.
Yeah, and just you know, it was good and underground at the same time. Do you know what I mean? So it was, like you said, and just unique, and every tune that came out was different, and it's just tremendous times, really good times.
Weirdly, that's reminded me of, in those times, I was probably still practicing in my bedroom for 89, 90, quite a lot, that sort of time, isn't it? 91 at most. And I remember playing LFO, and obviously, you know, you're making really loud noise in your bedroom. And
what else were you doing?
There's bang, bang, bang. But, you know, my mum...
Don't say your mum and bang 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 in the same sentence.
She came up and she went, "Oh my God!" I went, "What?" She went, "Can you get me a copy of this?" So
you're joking?
No. So my mum had a little collection of LFO, Tricky Disco, and you know, a few things like that. She loved it, you know. So it was like,
I know she does.
Yeah. Hold on, there's the first edit.
Was that bleep machine gone?
Yeah. So yeah, that's good. And then eventually you went on to play pretty much every event going over the last. Yeah. So 30 years.
Exactly. Old bastard. Just to kind of put some flesh on that. So basically, because I was playing the ravey stuff, the owner did want it more along the sort of trendy direction. So basically, I got sacked in a nutshell. Literally got sacked, and then really that was a blessing in disguise, because then a lot of the sort of local rave promoters booked me. It was just at the time where people were starting to throw bigger raves rather than just clubs. Obviously, at that time there was a lot of, you know, it's mostly club nights.
Yeah.
That was when Clubland was actually quite good, but you know there was loads of clubs in every sort of city, weren't there? Back then?
Yeah. Didn't you? Would you have played at Marcus Garvey in Nottingham? Because that used to do
exactly that. That was kind of the saviour of my sanity then, because obviously I was, you know, when I got summoned, I was proper down and out. When I got the sack, that was, you know, like a real kick in the gonads. Yeah. But and then people like DIY Sound System, I think they're still around actually. They put a few gigs on at Marcus Garvey. Yeah. Then I got to play DJ SS, Leroy from Leicester, and Idris. They ran Nemesis. They put me on down there. Yeah. Head in Leicester as well. Another night. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. But and then, you know, obviously from there, sort of name spread, and it was. Probably the biggest thing that got me everywhere was playing for Fantasia.
Oh right, yeah.
And obviously, you know, back then, if you got on a Fantasia, tape packs were massive. People probably don't realise, you know, that sort of the ravers of today. It was, I mean, that was a business in itself, wasn't it? Tape packs. That's your well, it's for you,
because I mean, back then they'd have sold thousands and thousands and thousands, and it's basically your promo for other people to go, oh, he's good, let's get him on as well, or he's on at Fantasia. He must, you know, he's big now, so we'll get him on our rave or whatever. So
exactly.
And basically all of that slowly damaged your ears.
Very not. Well, I like the way you sort of curved that into that one. Yeah, definitely.
And so you basically have been banging away for 30 to 35 years, whatever it is, and then eventually you've pretty much your retirement came when I booked you for the Pump event in March.
Yes.
And then you decided, I can't do that. I'm going to retire.
It was your booking that did it. That was what it was. I thought, no, I can't play for that Mark idiot.
Yeah, so people don't know, Si was booked for Pump.
I was actually really looking forward to it as well. Yeah. That was, you know, one of the gigs that was coming up in my diary. I thought, that's going to be and it was good, wasn't it? From all accounts.
Yeah. But basically, you were swapped out to Slipmat. That's how.
So a much better choice.
So to be fair, the people of Punk got a much better deal than you.
Can we put another bleep in now?
So
you ginger. No, I won't say it. No.
So coming to your sort of, you got to the point. Can you tell people what happened really? Because I know you explained to me.
Yeah. So basically, I don't know when was it. About sort of 3 years ago, I started to notice that I had this real high pitched noise in my left ear, and my left ear is the one that has never been covered by headphones when I'm DJing. So obviously I put the right hand cup of the earphones to my ear to monitor.
Yeah.
And the left ear is always uncovered, and that's usually where monitors are on the left side as well.
Yeah. Back in the day, you had one monitor, wouldn't you? Rather than these days, you have two normally these days.
Well, only your gigs.
Yeah.
Only your gigs. No one else can afford to.
Yeah. So
actually, just to change the subject quickly, I just, obviously you're doing all these interviews, and I'm sure there's a load of people out there that want to know.
Yeah.
After all these years, you've been DJing a long time as well, haven't you? What's that, 30 years?
Yeah.
And over that time, you have become, like the master of clearing dance floors, haven't you? So, how have you managed? Can you explain how you've done that?
Yeah, I just basically just put any tune by you on.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. I walked into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, that's it. They all go home. They don't just go off the dance floor.
Anyway, back to it. So I started to notice, a bit more of a serious subject, to all people. But I started to notice a real sort of high pitched. I know exactly the frequency as well. It's about 12,000 hertz.
Yeah.
In my left ear, just a very faint. It's like cricket. You know, cricket. That you get on holiday.
Yeah.
But that sort of is but 12,000 hertz, which is very high.
Yeah.
And it just, if it's quiet, I can hear it. And I'll tell you what brings it on the worst, which aggravates it, is actually driving, which is a bit strange.
Yeah.
So I think the road noise, and so basically when I'm doing long distance, which obviously I had to do a lot of DJing, it used to aggravate the noise, and it used to sometimes become, almost unbearable.
Yeah.
So, and I remember I was booked for, when was this? Back in October, wasn't it? When I retired, I can't remember. I was booked for.
I think it was a bit later, probably almost January, February, wasn't it?
No, it was before New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay.
I was supposed to be doing New Year's Eve, and I had to at night. I think my set was about 2 a.m. or something, so I had to leave at like 10 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
And after all these years of doing it and trying to stay up all night after being up all day,
Yeah.
And plus the tinnitus, I just thought I just can't do it. Just can't do it. So I actually got about, 20 miles up the M5 and I rang Brian from Upwards and just said, sorry mate, just can't do it. I just thought, I think my body or my ear was telling me that it's time to call it a day.
Yeah.
So,
but it must be hot. So are you hearing the noise now or not?
No, because I've got the phone talking to you, unfortunately. But, enough of that.
I'm droning the noise out.
Make a change.
Yeah.
It's usually me trying to find something to drown your
I know what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting old, mate. Old age. Can't even speak properly anymore. No, I can't hear it now. But and it's not too, like, normally during the day it's all right. But it's, like I say, driving for some reason aggravates it.
And you drove yourself, didn't you? Like mostly, I think. Is that right?
Yeah. Pretty much nearly every 99% of the time. Yeah.
And driving on motorways, for anybody that, I know people go up and down motorways, but it's when I've not DJed anywhere near what you've done, but especially when you've been doing 3 or 4 gigs in a night back in the day, especially, you must be driving hundreds of miles, and it's absolutely soul destroying, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
You know what? I quite enjoy driving, especially obviously the good thing about our job, or what it was, is that that it was at night, so obviously the traffic's quiet, so you can, I can't stand getting stuck in traffic jam. It destroys me. I mean, obviously no one does, but because of the amount of driving I did, obviously any sort of jam or hold up used to do my absolute Sweden. So that's the good thing about it. So and also back in the day there was no such thing as, well, there might have been, but I didn't ever hear about it. It was custom-made earplugs.
Yeah, you didn't hear of them, did you?
No. Yeah. So most of the gigs back in the day, well, all of the gigs back in the day, especially the ones with rigged out monitors where you couldn't even control the volume of the monitors, I was doing without any sort of ear protection at all.
Yeah, and that's what's done the damage.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not terrible. It doesn't really affect everyday stuff, but I just don't really, I didn't want to cause any more damage, basically. And even if you're wearing ear protection, it's still going to do some sort of damage.
Yeah. And what you do, and what you're filling your time with now then? Because I know you do fishing. Is that correct?
Yes, that hard-working sport, that keeps me fit, keeps the pounds off, sitting there eating burgers all day. No. I spend my time listening to your show, Mark, of course.
That's a full-time occupation.
No, I do a little bit of property. I've been doing that for a long time, actually, but sort of it's become, it did become more of a part of my life over the sort of last 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Refurbing, doing the odd new build here and there.
Cool.
But it's a very slow process, as anyone who does it will know.
But it keeps you busy enough.
Pardon?
Keeps you busy enough. That keeps you...
Oh, yes, indeed, yeah.
You're not just sitting around doing nothing. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly.
So I've got off the internet. I've got a thing that it was like, I've got a few rumours. You can quell them or not. Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay. So, first rumour? You like to dress as a woman and call yourself Barbara and DJ at drag clubs. Is that right?
No, Michelle. It's not Barbara.
so it's true, but it's Michelle, right?
Yeah.
1 second, I've just got to call DJ Vibes and tell him it's a no-go. His new
DJ
idea
Vibes
is a no-go.
Barbara. What's he talking about?
So no, there wasn't any rumours. I made that up. Right, so,
really?
Yeah. so we're nearly at the end. I'm going to play
already.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Jesus, it's gone on forever. I'm going to play. We actually made a few tunes together, didn't we?
We did.
Studio in Camberley, wherever it was. Yeah.
Aldershot. Yeah.
Aldershot, was it?
Aldershot.
Perhaps I was in the wrong place. Did it look? I think it looked like you.
Barbara, wasn't it?
Yeah, Barbara. I'm going to play one we did, Cheek Tracks versus Mark Aldrich, and it was called Donk Lizard. So it was a bouncy version of Lizard, which people all know. I'll play that a bit later on in the show.
Yeah, once people have stopped listening. Yeah.
This interview will probably go over a few shows, so it'll be after probably the first part of the interview.
Yes, could do that.
Okay. Yeah. So we made 1 or 2 tunes together. Did all right, and back in the day.
Yeah, terrible times, weren't they? I remember that. You used to dread it. But yeah. You didn't even used to buy lunch, did you?
Let's move on. So we're up to present day now. So basically, you've gone to university, you've started DJing, you got sacked, you got a new job. You basically DJ'd at every gig going. You made hardcore. You made with Bouncy Records, everything, and then you've come full circle, retired, and you're now retired, but you are doing a couple of gigs, is it? So
yeah, I mean,
semi-retired.
Semi-retired. Well, basically, I wanted to leave a full year break to see if my ear improved, but unfortunately, it hasn't much.
Right. No.
But I do obviously miss, the ravers and just, especially good gigs, good sound systems, good setup. That kind of thing. So luckily I didn't do yours.
Yeah.
I wish I could have done it. And if you do another one, I'd obviously be honoured to be on the lineup. But
you're doing Alex's sort of kinetic reunion type Legends of the Leisure Bowl gig, aren't you?
Yes, which is always good. Yeah,
I think is that in November time, September.
September. Yeah. You're very well in.
Oh,
you
yes.
are.
I speak
for
a
a rude word.
Yeah.
I won't say on the air. So good old Alex, top man.
Yeah.
And then it's the last ever Westfest as well, which I'm doing for the Slamming Boys. Obviously known them for years and years and years.
Yeah.
They twisted my arm, but that'll be a good one. That'll be a good one.
That last Westfest has got a massive lineup. If anybody doesn't know, that's a massive sort of festival type event in
Shepton Mallet.
Is it Shepton Mallet? Is it? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was going to say Avon. Was it Avon? Something, but it's near Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah, south of Bristol.
Yeah,
south of Bristol. Yeah, somewhere down south.
Yeah.
That'd be massive because I would have thought that will sell out quite easily because I mean it's been a sort of staple festival really, and one of the only ones left in terms of rave, isn't it? Really.
Yeah. So was that sort of going to be your last one, and then you just decide what after that and see what happens really?
Yeah, I've been offered New Year's Eve again. But you know what? I'm quite looking forward to a sort of normal New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Down the pub with my 80-year-old mates.
With your dog.
Playing darts and singing to.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Kylie Minogue.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So better than I do.
Yeah. I've been there. Yeah.
But and then I don't know really. I don't know. There's a few gigs that I would quite like to do. That I've heard about.
Yeah.
Let's just say that for next year.
Also, people might see you again here and there. Then.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to rule anything out. It's a bit. I've always, through the years, I thought, oh God, that bloke's retired. He's going to be back in two hours, and it's always been the case. And now I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're going to be a bit like the Rolling Stones. You're going to be about 85, and you'll still be going, won't you?
I am 85 now. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm talking about next year. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's it.
It'd be like, I thought he retired in 2025. God, he's still around.
Can't get rid of the bastard. Can we?
He's doing old people homes now.
I've been doing that for years, mate.
Yeah.
As well as your house,
as well as drag clubs. So I think we'll call it a day at that then. Sorry, we've learned what's happened to you and whatever. And so
well, all my big love to all the listeners out there, and I've got to say, in all seriousness, Mark, loving your show.
Oh, cheers.
Yeah, really good. In your show, obviously, a lot of the stuff you play is I love it. That kind of ravey house, I suppose you'd call it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Trying to play nice, clean beats with either familiar samples or just things that make you want to dance, basically.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, funky. Just that's what it's all about, isn't it? And uplifted, just good pumping. Pump. There you go.
That's what.
How did you think of that name?
Well, my real name's Peter. Umbrella, give up on
Piper.
Yeah. No, I changed the P for no. I didn't go to university to do that. Yeah. So
you're just clever enough already, mate.
Yeah. So thank you very much for coming on, and
my pleasure, sir. My pleasure.
I'll speak to you again soon.
Yeah, good man. Nice one, Mark.
Thanks, all right. Bye.
Cheers, bud. Bye.